Hi there, everybody. This is Mark Edelman, speech language pathologist, and welcome to the teaching of talking. Yeah, we're in Arizona and out in the desert, and I wanted to have a conversation with you today about something that is really weighing on my mind and my heart. And the subject of this particular video is entitled, Caregivers Are Becoming Experts. And you might say, experts in what? And what I would say is experts in learning how to stimulate speech and language. You know, I'm working with a class right now that I started when the COVID first came, and they took 8 weeks of very intensive Apraxia training, and they also received the book. And once that 8 weeks was over, we then did another course that would just answer their questions, and that has been meeting once a week. And you know, one of their assignments is to send me videos of their work every week. And it is unbelievable. I mean, I've cried watching some of these videos. I've cried watching some children who did not have speech and language starting to say words and phrases. In fact, there was one over in the UK, one child I'm seeing with her mother, and she just won a major competition, and she was able to say in sentences what her name was and what she was going to do, whereas she could not speak before. And they had to use papers and hold up papers that had printed sentences on them. That's a shame. That's a real shame. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're just here to talk about that you can become an expert. You know, I can give you another example. Maybe I'll give you 3 or 4 examples. There's another gentleman I'm seeing who had no voice. And not only did he have no voice, but his articulation was poor because he also had apraxia. So he had apraxia of the voice. Now that is where you can't even produce a voice. And he had apraxia of his articulation, of his tongue and his lips and his teeth. Well, I got a video tonight where he was telling me something he was very interested in, and it came out loud and clear. And so who takes the credit for all of this? The credit goes to the caregivers who have spent the time learning and being committed to learning the principles of how to stimulate, first of all, articulation and proper sound production for apraxia. Now, many of them have already achieved terrific articulation for most of the speech sounds where they had none at the start. And I'm already starting some of them on speech and language stimulation. That's for the aphasia, teaching them about words, teaching them how to recall words, teaching them how to say little phrases. And it's unbelievable to watch these videos. So, what's the message? The message is stop relying on other people to do the work that you should be doing. It's kind of like child rearing. You know, you wouldn't want somebody else bringing up your kids. You wouldn't want somebody else disciplining your kids, just like with your loved ones. You don't want somebody else doing that work and you sitting or you going to work and having them do it, because you'll never get any good results with that. The way you get results is the way of you learning Miss or Mr. Caregiver, how to stimulate speech and language, and applying that to everything you do at home. Every interaction that you have, you're stimulating either words, word pairs, phrases, or sentences. Just know, this message is about one thing only. Caregivers can become experts in speech and language stimulation, and you can today. So, down below under the video, it's my book, The Teaching of Talking, and the course in Aphasia, and another book that we just finished, The Teaching of Talking and Apraxia, How to Help Your Loved Ones with Apraxia, both adults and children at home. Now, you can do this, okay? Now, it's always better to have a live mentor, and that's why the people that have been sending me videos are doing so well, because they report every week what's happening, and then I give them suggestions of what to do during the week. But also, independent study is pretty good. Not quite as good, but it's still pretty good. So, this is Mark Gittleman. I just want to say hey. Just want to say that I hope all of you are well. I hope that you decide that you want to become an expert, because when you become an expert at stimulating speech or language, your loved one can start talking again. But if you leave it up to somebody else for that responsibility, shame on you, because it's not going to happen. Okay, great. Well, you might not like that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. And I'm talking from 47 years experience in truth. Now, minor speech difficulties, sometimes you may not need to be involved with that, but when you're dealing with a severe to profound apraxia or aphasia, you have to be involved. And if you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars, or you're going to a university clinic, you're probably not going to see results if you're not trained. That's just all there is to it. And I've got to be truthful with you. I've got to keep my integrity and share that with you. So this is Mark Gittleman. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Remember that you can become an expert at stimulating speech and language. Bye-bye now. Underneath the video, don't forget, there's a bunch of links. So if you want to learn the material, it's under there. Or if you want to be mentored by me, there's contact information below. Bye-bye now. Have a great day.